Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Robinson here again, and we're going to review grade 7 New York State Mathematics exam. This is our show number 1 for 2025 exam. We're taking examples from the 2024 exam. If you need help with your homework, there's Dial the Teacher Homework Helpline at 212-777-3380. Monday through Thursday at 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Give them a call. They're nice people and they will help you out. Well, I would say watch our show Math Time for the final year. We are coming down to a close, el último año 2025. So we're coming down to our final year. So watch Math Time Tuesdays from 4:30 to 5 p.m. on Optimum Cablevision Channel 15. Watch Dr. Rob on YouTube, so I still will be there. So my channel name is Dan Robinson. Subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up. Let's get as many subscribers as we possibly can. And you can write a comment because I do write back. So check out our last math prep video. That's PKMS Math Prep 22. That was the last one that we did because I retired in 22. You can tweet me at DRobMath1. Coming soon, Young Dr. Rob. My life before becoming a teacher. Here's the interesting quote. You will be in jail or on drugs. Mr. G. Alright, so let's get started. So here is our first question. A store sells packages of butter. The table below shows the cost in dollars for different numbers of packages of butter. So we have packages on the top line or top row, and on the bottom row the cost in dollars. So we want to know what is the cost per package of butter, of the butter. So they want to know, what does one pack cost? Well, I like that they gave you the meaning to find what the cost is, because it's right there. If you look at the word per, that means there's a division going on. And the package is on the bottom. So we have a division problem we're going to do. So we're going to take the cost, which was, say, $9.75, and divide it by the number of packages we can get. Well, this is a problem I can divide without the calculator. 9 divided by 3 is 3, and 75 cents divided by 3 is just a quarter. So $3.25. So I'm sure that's the answer, B, but let me just get my calculator out and do the other ones because they look interesting. So I'm going to take the price, $13, and divide it by 4 packs of butter. And that comes out to $3.25. Well, how about the other one? $22.75. Divide that by 7. Divide it by 7. And hey, that comes out to also $3.25 for a pack of butter. And the last one, I might as well do it. So $35.75. And I'm going to divide that by 11 packs of butter. All right. And it should come out, yes it does, to $3.25. So we are definitely sure, and let's just shrink this a little bit. We are definitely sure $3.25 is the cost of a pack of butter. And that is choice B over here. let's press this, and there it is. Choice B. I want you to know something about the cost of one pack of butter, and that is the unit rate. In 7th grade, we call it the COP, COP, or constants of proportionality. So if you don't remember constant of proportionality, no problem. It's unit rate, the cost of one unit. All right, that was a good problem. All right, let's keep moving on. Here's question number 11. The regular price of a shirt is N dollars. That's funny, they didn't give us how much the cost of the shirt. During a sale means there's going to be a discount, and it says it right there. It is discounted by 15%. Which pair of expressions includes two correct ways to represent the price in dollars of the shirt after the discount? All right, I'd like to do a little drawing here. A circle. And that circle represents the whole amount of the price. And the whole would be 100%, which is the whole price. Because if you had to pay for it, you're paying for everything. They didn't call that 100%. They called it N dollars. So I'm going to call that just N. So that N represents the whole thing. But they said something about discount. Discount means that they cut off some of the price. So I'm going to take a slice out of here, and that is 15% of the whole circle. Now, if I took off 15% and put it down here, am I still left with 100%? No, I'm left with 100% minus 15%, which is equal to 85%. So I would not have to pay the whole price. I would have to pay 85%. And let me just get a little eraser, if I can find it, and just get a little bit of this off here so it doesn't look like a full circle. And get rid of that. Okay, so there is my partial circle, because it's not 100%, it's 85%. And I'll put the percent sign there. Of the price. So, and of means times. So yes, it's 15%, but it's 15% times the letter N for whatever the price is. So looking at my answers, what I did was I took the whole percent, which is N, and N percent, and minus 15% from that. And that left me with 85%, and I'm going to put an N there because that's multiplied by whatever the price was. So N% minus 15% equals 85%. N. So don't forget the N. So now let me look at our choices here. First thing I notice, I don't have any percent signs here. So I have to change this to a decimal. That's easy to do. I just get rid of the percent sign, and there are 2 places behind the decimal point here, and 2 places behind the decimal point here. So that way, and get rid of that. So what do I have? I have N minus 0.15, and don't forget the N, and also I have 0.85 N. So there's my answer for both ways of writing it. N minus 15 N, 0.15 N, and 0.85 N. And let's see. This one has almost what I need, but it doesn't have the n because the n is going to be multiplied by the 15%. So they changed it to a decimal like we did, and they got here uh, the same problem. There's no n with that. That's why A is no good. They need an n. Need an n. This one starts out good, but then they're taking off 85 cents for some reason, and that's where we mess up. Here, we can't have the 85 cents. It's also the N. So let's get rid of that one. And this one is just N minus $15. That's not good. And $85? No, that's no good either. So that's no good. And the last one, they have N minus 15.15 N, that's what we need, and 85 cents N. So there is our answer, choice D. Man, they made us work on that one. So choice D was the answer for that one. All right, so that was a good question. If you're liking it, great. If you're not sure, watch it again. Let's go on to another question. So this is number 14. The teacher records the test scores for the students in her class. So here's a box and whisker plot. The results are shown in the box and whisker box plot below. All right. Based on the data, what is the interquartile range? If you check out a video from my 400 and some odd videos that I have, I do something called the IQR, which is called the interquartile range. That's just the difference between the highest score and the lowest score of quartile 3 and quartile 1. So it's right on the end of the box. So right here and right here. So we're going to take the difference between quartile 3 and quartile 1. That's the IQR. The difference between the highest quartile 3, and the highest of quartile 1. So let's see some numbers here because I don't see any numbers. So this is 75, 76, 77, 78. So 78, and let's look at the other one, 65, 66, 67. So all we have to do is just subtract those two. So Q3 minus Q1, and that gives us 78 minus 67, 11. So our IQR is C, 11. So I hope you understood that. So all you have to do is look at your box and whisker plot and subtract the ends of the box, or the highest of the box and the lowest part of the box. All right, so C is a good choice. So I hope you understand what's going on so far. If you don't, rewatch the video, write down your questions. You can write me. I'm still there on YouTube. I do answer your questions. All right, let's keep going. Cheryl earns $23.75 babysitting for 2 hours and a half. At that rate, that's the magic word. There's a fraction there going on. What's the fraction? We should know. So let's go back because there's a comma. 23.75 over 2.5. So that is a rate. So what we should do is get our calculator and find out how much it is for 1 hour. But before I do that, let me finish reading the question. How much does Cheryl earn when she's babysitting 5 3/4 hour. All right, so let me get my calculator because this is good calculator work. Let me clear this off. $23.75. And let me put that in my calculator. If you use the ABC button, I don't think it's going to work for you because the decimal is not user friendly with the uh, with the division. The ABC button and the decimal button do not work well together. So let me go up, go over. There we go. And one, go down, half, and move over. So this is going to give me the unit rate, how much she earns for 1 hour. And there's her unit rate. She earns $9.50 for 1 hour. So let me pull that out. And once we know how much is 1 hour, we can do 5 3/4 hour with our calculator. So let me just write that down. So $9, they didn't put a zero there, so I'll do it per hour. So in 1 hour, she makes $9.50. So all I have to do now is take the $9.50 and multiply it by 5 hours 3/4 hours. And that'll give me my answer. So let me get my calculator one more time. And let's clear this. $9. Let me just move this over a little bit. $9.50 times, and let's 5 3/4. Move down 3/4 hours. Okay, and we get $54.62. So let's round that off because that's a good answer, but we don't have those half pennies or thousandth of pennies, so we only have to round this off to the nearest penny. So if the rule is we want to round it off to the nearest penny, we go to where the pennies are, we go next door. If it's 5 or more, we add 1. If it's 4 or less, we give it a rest. So I'm going to add that and make that 63 cents. So she'll get $54.63 for 5 1/4 hours. So let me stop that and let me highlight this. So $54.63 is our answer. And there I have both of them, 54.625, and we rounded it off to the nearest penny, $54.63. All right, here's question number 40. More calculator work. What's the value of the expression? So, main thing with your calculator, and I'll mention it since I have mine here. And let's clear all of this. When you're multiplying or using your calculator button, there's a button called negative down here below the 3, and there's a minus button. The calculator has to differentiate the difference of those two buttons. So -2, and then I use a parenthesis. So you cannot use the minus button. I know you would like to because it's bigger and it's there, but no, you cannot because the calculator has to differentiate those two symbols. So don't get caught up with that trick because you'll get a syntax or a missing error. So let's check what we wrote. -2, parenthesis, -3, parenthesis, parenthesis, -4, and that'll give us our answer. -24. And let's click that. I got 24. No, Dr. Rob, it's negative 24. And since I'm checking the problem, I can multiply it. 3 times 2 is 6, same sign as positive, and then I can do the other one, bring down the 4. Oh, I see what I did wrong. I put negative 4. That was a positive 4. So I see what I did wrong. And 6 times 4 is 24, same signs as positive. So sorry, Dr. Rob, it's positive 24. So 24. So be careful when you put it in. That's one of the tricks, because you see it caught me, and I'm glad I was able to check it when it was different from what I got. So make sure you check your answer. So the answer for this one was positive 24. So let me put that also here. Positive 24. All right. Anything else? So I hope you are understanding what's going on. And if you're not sure, write a note to your teacher, and they'll either help you, or you can write me a note, and I'll be glad to help you in the comments. All right, what do we got here? This question is also worth 1 credit. Kenneth bought a shirt that was originally priced at $55. Okay, so something happened to the price after a discount. So there was money taken off. He paid $38.50. What was the price? I'm sorry, what was the percent discount of the original price of the shirt? All right, we got a lot of people doing shopping today. So there's a change in the price, $55, and it went down to $38.50. So I need to know how much did it change by. So all I have to do is just subtract these two numbers. So 4, 10, make that a 9. Oh, leave that as a 10. So I leave that as a 10. All right, 0 minus 0, 0, 10 minus 5, 5. And I got to borrow another one from the 4. 14 minus 8, 6. 4 minus 3, 1. $16.50 is the difference, or the change in price. So now all we need to do is take that $16.50 and put it over the original price of $55. Because we're looking at how did it change from the original price to this amount. So this will be our fraction over the original price. And remember, a fraction can be changed to a percentage by multiplying by the magic number 100. So let me get my calculator one more time. Move it over. Clear that stuff. So what do we got? 16.50 is the change in the price amounts. $55 was the original, and all I got to do is multiply that by 100, because it gives me a percent, and there is my percent. So 30%. That was the discount of the shirt. 30%. And we could even check that if we wanted to. So let me get my calculator up one more time. Let me clear that. And let me do it the old school way. If the shirt costs $55 and I multiply it by 30%, I'll see how much money I save. $16.50 is how much I saved. Well, that's good to know. Because if I take the price, which was $55, and subtract $16.50, guess what I'm going to get? $38.50. And if you look over here, he paid $38.50. So this is a way we check to make sure we got it right. So 30% was definitely correct. So we did a lot of nice work here. No wonder this is worth 1 point. Because you could have done it with a calculator and do it a lot faster if you use the other formula. Here's what I did. I took the old price minus the new price over the old price times 100 gives me the discount percent. So that's one way. There's a formula you could have used. T equals P parenthesis 1 and it's discount minus R. So if you have time, check out my video on using that formula for finding the discount using those formulas. So and P was the price of the item, where T is the total cost, P is the original price, I believe, and R is the rate or discount rate, or in this case, discount rate. So check out that video. It's a good video on using that formula. But this is what we did because it's a little bit more exact, and some people don't like shortcuts. All right, what else we got? Again, if you're not sure what's going on, rewatch the video and write down your questions, bring them in, or ask your teacher, and I know you'll get them solved. Oh, it's all over already? Okay. Well, if you need help with your homework, there's Dial a Teacher Homework Helpline, and they will help you. Okay. Dial a Teacher Homework Helpline 212-777-3380, Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Remember, this is the final year of my math show. So watch on Tuesdays from 4:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Channel 15 on Optimum Cablevision. But don't forget, Dr. Rob is still on YouTube, so you'll catch me on YouTube. So I'll be doing a few other things there, so check it out. My channel name is Dan Robinson. Subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing. Check out our latest or my last math prep show on Math PKMS, Math Prep 22. And tweet me at DRob1, DRobMath1. If you want to study with me, you can get a copy of a worksheet. Just write me at robinsonmath@aol.com. Coming soon, Young Dr. Rob, my life before becoming a teacher. You'll be in jail or on drugs. Mr. G, sentimental words. So good luck on your exam. I know you're going to do well because you've been watching my videos, so keep watching, keep writing, and I will answer your comments. So this is Dr. Rob signing off. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up.